Hi, my name is Jessica McLean, and I am doing my PowerPoint presentation project on the Coca-Cola plant bottle. First slide is the introductory slide. Coca-Cola introduced plant bottle technology in 2009. They had been working on this project for a number of years. And a plant bottle is a plastic bottle that is made from 30% plant-based materials such as sugarcane and sugarcane processing waste. The other 70% or so is made from fully recyclable PET plastic. Next slide. PET plastic is previously recycled plastic. So what they do is they take a plastic bottle and they recycle it, and then they take some of that bottle to make the 70% of the plant bottle. Now, the reason that they are using sugarcane and sugarcane processing waste is there is a chemical in sugarcane called biomonoethylene glycol, or BMAG, that is replacing petroleum in the plastic processing. Now, these bottles are fully recyclable in most recycling plants. Not all of them, but most of them. Now, it's kind of out of place. By replacing petroleum with BMAG, they are actually saving 24,000 metric tons of carbon dioxide. Sorry, next slide. Which equates to about 556,000 barrels of oil that they are saving and not using by using BMAG instead of petroleum. Now, they are getting their sugarcane from Brazil, and they are using their sugarcane processing waste from India. Those are the only two countries that they have been able to find that they can use this item from. Next slide. They're actually, the reason they're using it from Brazil and India is they are trying not to impact food security from other countries. So they're trying to use only sugarcane and the processing waste from Brazil and India for right now, because it's not hurting their country, for their country's food security. Now, the carbon footprint of each bottle is cut by 40% by using a plant bottle instead of a regular PET plastic bottle. And by 2020, Coca-Cola wants to use plant bottle for all of their products, all of their drinks. They want to use plant bottles for all of their products by 2020. That's not a definitive, but that is their goal. My next slide. Coca-Cola is actually researching other items to use for their plant bottles, such as plant stems, fruit peels, bark. They've just added wood chips to their research list, and they're looking honestly for anything plant-based that they can replace petroleum with. Next slide. They are actually sharing the idea of the plant bottle process with other companies, such as Heinz and Ford. Heinz has actually started using plant bottles for their products, and Ford is actually using this process for their Ford Fusion Energy to make the fabric for like their car seats and like their doors and their carpets and things like that. They're using this process to make these things so the car is more eco-friendly. Now, Coca-Cola is only using plant bottles for specific drinks. They haven't moved on to Fanta or, things like their Cherry Coke or their Coke Vanilla or stuff like that. They are only specifically using these bottles for regular Coke, Coke Zero, Diet Coke, and Dasani, which is actually not on their website as far as I know. I work in a grocery store, and I came across a plant bottle that I came across a Dasani that was in a plant bottle. It didn't show up in my research. It was just something that I had happened to notice in my daily life. Now, the packaging system they're using, next slide, is called a closed-loop packaging system, which means Coca-Cola has recycling plants in various areas that collect their plant bottles, and they take them to the processing center, and they reuse them. They process them, they remake the bottles, but they're using the same bottles. By doing this, they are encouraging communities to recycle. They're encouraging businesses to recycle, and they're trying to keep with their idea that the earth should be a cleaner place. Coca-Cola actually won an award for this bottle at the United Kingdom Packaging Awards in 2012. They won an award for Sustainable Pack of the Year. Now, for Coca-Cola to win an award for this process is huge. Coca-Cola and Pepsi are the two, in my opinion, the two biggest users of plastic in the consumables industry. And for Coca-Cola to be the company that wins this award, out of all of the companies that could have gotten this award, for Coca-Cola to get this is a tremendous achievement for them. Now, there is a difference between biodegradable bottles and the plant bottle. Biodegradable bottles they're good for the environment, sort of. The only difference between a biodegradable bottle and a regular bottle is that a biodegradable bottle decomposes faster. Now, the difference between plant bottle and biodegradable bottles is that a biodegradable package goes into a landfill and all of its energy is lost at that point. But a plant bottle can be recycled over and over again in today's recycling systems. So the energy that bottle has and the materials that went into that bottle are able to be reused, as opposed to biodegradable packages don't. Now, there is something that's not on my PowerPoint. Coca-Cola has stated that they have not found a biodegradable package that holds up their quality requirements for their drinks. So they are using plant bottles as opposed to biodegradable bottles to keep the quality of their products. Now, the last bullet point that I have on here is debated. The amount is debated, the country amount is debated. It's depending on which website you go on, it's 3 billion in one and it's 10 countries in another. So, but this is my estimation that Coca-Cola has introduced 2.5 billion bottles in 10 to 25 countries of this plant bottle, and that is huge. If you think about the amount of plastic that they are saving, by using these bottles as opposed to just plastic, it is so much better for the environment. And they're taking huge strides in trying to go green and trying to make their company more eco-friendly. And that is my last slide. My absolute last slide is my sources site. So that was my project, and I hope you enjoyed it.